Biza was a quiet village hidden in the hills, known across the region for its Virgin Festival, an annual celebration where young girls wore white, danced barefoot, and pledged their purity to the gods. Led by Mama Zula, the high priestess, this tradition kept order and earned the village spiritual respect. Girls as young as 10 were taught how to walk, speak, and behave, all in preparation for a life of purity. But beneath the songs and rituals, many girls suffered silently. They feared the ritual cleansing, which involved invasive inspections and emotional trauma masked as culture. When Naya, a fiery 17-year-old, ran away mid-ritual, screaming and crying, the village elders saw it as a curse, the first crack in the wall of tradition. Days later, Lady Vero, a mysterious woman with bold makeup, stilettos, and an air of confidence, arrived in Biza. She wasn't interested in the chief or elders. She asked for the women. She hosted a talk under the baobab tree, drawing a crowd of curious. Virginity doesn't feed your belly. Your body is currency. Use it wisely. She shared stories of women in the city who turned their beauty into business. She wasn't ashamed. She was rich, independent, feared. Some girls laughed. Some were intrigued. The elders warned the village. She is the devil in red. But it was too late. The seed had been planted. Shamed and rejected after fleeing the ritual, Naya became the first girl to leave with Lady Vero. Weeks passed. Rumors spread. She was seen in nightclubs, city bars, and hotels. Then she returned. But she was no longer the same. She wore perfume that lingered, clothes no one had ever seen, and gave her mother an envelope full of cash. Her father tried to beat her. She simply walked out of the house, unbothered. Other girls, tired of farming, forced marriages, or being abused by uncles and priests, started following her steps. By the end of the month, 10 girls had left. By the end of the year, 40. Virginity lost its meaning. The shrine was abandoned. The white cloths were never sewn again. Parents started asking daughters for help with school fees, hospital bills, and debt payments. Some men protested. Others became secret clients. The chief's son was caught with 2 girls in the sacred grove. Mama Zula collapsed when she saw one of her priestesses in fishnet stockings at a highway bar. The elders cried, "There are no more virgins in Biza." But the women laughed. "We were never safe in your system. Now we choose our risk." Money flowed. Some women bought land, built homes, and traveled abroad. But not everything was gold. Girls disappeared. Some never came back. STIs spread quietly. Men grew violent. Marriage became rare. No one trusted anyone. Even schoolgirls skipped class, chasing the illusion of fast cash. One girl, Tima, was found dead in a hotel in the city. Her mother wept holding a brand new wig. Meanwhile, Lady Vero expanded. She created a training center in the city. She promised protection but couldn't control what the world did to poor, pretty girls. Naya, the face of the revolution, grew tired. She had cars, phones, and designer clothes, but no peace. At 22, her body was failing. It wasn't a disease. It was exhausting. As she lay on her mat, surrounded by girls she had inspired, she whispered, "I didn't do this to be rich. I just wanted to choose my life, not live in fear." Her death broke something in the women. They hadn't lost just a friend. They'd lost their mirror. Mama Zula came out of silence. She didn't wear the priestess robe. She wore plain clothes and held a book. She spoke to the women. "Tradition controlled you, but rebellion without wisdom will destroy you. Let's create something new." She started free classes, teaching self-worth, health, finances, and real empowerment. A new shrine was built, not for virgins, but for choices. Some women returned to school. Others left the sex trade to start farms, salons, and even clinics. Some stayed in the business, but with new boundaries and knowledge. Biza isn't perfect. Some still judge. Others still chase quick wealth. But there are no more forced rituals. Girls now learn consent, confidence, and creativity. The village's strength is no longer based on what women don't do, but what they choose to become. And above the new women's center, A quote from Naya is carved in stone. Not every woman is born to obey. Some are born to rebuild.